This is a dormer attic conversion we just finished in Corrib before Christmas. You see there the small Velux window, and that's lighting over the stairs, so I'll show you that now in a few minutes. And then the attic conversion dormer, that required planning permission obviously because it's changing the shape of the roof. I wanted to do it the same detail as the walls of the house, but the council insisted to be slate finished, so that's why it's like that. I used black gutters to keep it as discreet as possible, and then matched the windows with the new windows we fitted to the back of the house as well, so it's all white PVC double glazed aerated. I'll show you inside now. Also from the kitchen, they had this small walkway down the side that they had chests of drawers and stuff, which made it too narrow to walk down. So what I did is I used the thickness of the wall, so obviously stud partition is on this place is 6 inches thick. So what I did is I built these units. They only look shallow, but I built these units into the thickness of the stud partitions, so as they've got proper useful cupboards in the corridor here now. Now this worked out quite a bit of a renovation job, because the original stairs was on this side and going up, and access to the understairs toilet was via a door here, but that didn't suit what we needed to do upstairs, so we gutted the complete staircase out of here, and this is a new staircase. Instead of being this side in line with the door, it's this side in line with this doorway, up, across and over, and we rejigged the bathroom underneath. So that's the new understairs toilet in here. We built a new boiler into the wall. Again, with the lack of space here to gain access down there, we didn't have a lot of space. Obviously the boiler is a lot thicker than that. We built the boiler into the external wall. The external wall is 400mm deep in this house, so we cut out a pocket in the wall, insulated it, and fitted the boiler into that insulated pocket in the wall. So the boiler's only protruding 4 inches into the hallway here, which left enough space to walk through to a doorway. As you walk up the original the original ground floor staircase, this is the attic stairs overhead. I'll show you why that's working now. The original stairs would have finished up over there, which would have meant the only place for a staircase would be to go up over our heads. But in this house, we have the slope of the roof is lower than it typically would be, so we wouldn't have had that option. Also, that's the Velux windows pointing out at the back of the house. Like, I'm not even at the top of the existing stairs, and we're getting plenty of light shining down from that window up there. I even kept, this is the wall of the attic bedroom, I kept that over as far as I could, so you'd be still standing here getting natural light down through. So the original stairs would have finished here, and this was just wasted space, headspace over the stairs. There's absolutely no wasted space over this headspace down here. So that's what I was using. I was using all that wasted space to fit a staircase, so none of the bedrooms here have gotten any smaller to accommodate me fitting a full-size stairs up into an attic that was never designed to have it. By putting the stairs from finishing this side to finishing this side, I've put a new staircase going up over the original one, and then before you'd hit your head off the roof over here, we're turning and up into the attic, so you have full headspace walking up the stairs everywhere. The bedrooms downstairs were all altered. This bedroom, we insulated the external walls of the bedroom, just there was no insulation on the original external walls, so we insulated all the external walls with the warm boards to current building spec, insulated all the ceilings, replastered and painted the whole room, fitted a new thermostatically controlled radiator. Likewise, the new radiator in this room here. Now this was always a single bedroom, and the master bedroom was always a bit tight for space. So what we did is we moved this wall between the two, we moved it over another 300mm. So I moved the head of the bed back another 300mm. New thermostatically controlled radiator, new windows front, new windows at the back as well. Now by moving the bed the other 300mm back, we had enough room to build wardrobes all the way along this wall. So that's new wardrobes built all the way along here. Obviously, as you can see, the slope of the roof at the back here, it goes down so the last door is a little bit smaller than the rest. Now all of this as well, by putting all the wardrobes along here, this used to be the only spot for a wardrobe, and by having space available here for wardrobes now, we were able to fit a master bedroom en suite. Now You think that's hardly big enough to be an ensuite bathroom, I'll show you. This curved wall, although it looks a bit out of character for the rest of the house because everything else is angles, it was absolutely necessary to be able to squeeze a fine big shower tray into this corner in here. So what I did is I got a 900mm shower tray, 900mm quadrant shower tray, which is a decent sized shower tray, and I put the quadrant on the outside edge and put a curved stud around it, and I put a wall to wall shower door across here. Typically a quadrant would go into the corner of the room and you have the curved shower door. So this is just a different idea. The quadrant part isn't terribly useful, like from a being practical in the shower, so I wasn't too bothered about doing it. The built a shelf into the wall of the shower to save a bit of space as well, and it's a nice classy looking shower unit. So this compact enough sink, nice little toilet, and that's built right back in behind everything. This is the underside of the attic stairs as it goes up. Now obviously you won't be able to stand over here in the corner because this is face height, but you can quite comfortably stand here for a gentleman to use the toilet, and you've got plenty of headspace to stand at the sink and obviously to access into the shower. So it all worked out very well. Now the attic stairs, like I said, as you come up, the headspace gets close and then you're turning this way anyway. So you get up onto a landing here. This corner here, all of this is kept this way because this is actually the corner of the chimney. That's the corner of the chimney outside. We have this little shelf here because the water storage tank is built in underneath here, and then the wall into the bathroom, into the bedroom. We kept this back, we kept the wall back in a bit to encourage you into the headspace, because as I'm standing here on the landing's one step down. As I'm standing in the landing, I've got adequate headspace, but if I was to stand up into the attic at this point, I'd run out of space, so I need to be walking this way. Now, they did this for 2 boys to share. So they both have double beds, and there's the 2 windows at the back of the house, and their entertainment system there. It's already well lived in, as you can see. That's an access panel through to the water storage tank, and there is a thermostatically controlled radiator there. More access into storage space there, and there's access off the top of the stairs as well. There's wired in smoke alarm, so it's attached to all the other smoke alarms in the house, and then recessed spotlights everywhere. This is the job on Corrib Road, Terranure.